Now, how many of you at least after tonight you would consider testing a webinar? Yeah, give it a try. Give it a try. That's all I'm asking.
The king of high ticket sales. World's highest paid consultant. Media celebrity. Multi-millionaire entrepreneur. Acclaimed TEDx speaker. International best-selling author. Dan Lok.
Now, here's an email I got from Matt the other day, from Matt Asafan. Now, here's Matt's funnel before, if you follow Matt's work. So he sells a program called Social Media Director for $2,500. Okay, that's his program. And before, he would use what I call an application funnel. So people would go to his page. There would be imagine this is a web page. There would be a video explaining the program, what it is, and he would have them fill out a long application form, and then he would get them on the telephone, and then enroll them into the program. That's what he used to do. Now, problem is, when he came to me, this is a little bit time consuming to sell a $2,500 product. You sell something a little high end, that's okay, like 5, 10, 20, 30K, it's okay. But I think something that's like $2,500, you don't really need to get them on the phone, done properly. So we structure everything that he does and basically turn the whole thing into just a webinar, and we make the offer directly on the webinar. So after the webinar, we're not driving them to an application funnel, not an application form. After the webinar, we drive them directly to an order page with a summary of the information, and then just buy right there, $2,500. That's it. So there's no manual labor involved, right? So it's an email, a Facebook message he sent me. Hey, Dan, I just looked at our stats and realized the webinar we created has generated over 120K Canadian, 80K in US in the past 10 months. That is more than double what we've generated from the application funnel. Is that pretty good? Round of applause. Not just double the money, but eliminate the work. That's the smart part about it. So, right, eliminate work and double the money. Right, isn't it a simple example?
Dan,
yes?
Question. So, when you're just testing your webinar,
yes.
You don't know convert, you don't know if you want to do it. So, do you want to get a lot of people there, not a lot of people there? How would you, do you want people who know you there? Do you want people who don't know you there?
Good question. So when you're just testing out, you're launching a webinar, do you want a lot of people going through your webinar? Do you want not a lot of people? Do you want your friends to be on it? First of all, your friends it doesn't matter because they're not the buyers, unless they're buyers. So you only care about the opinion of your target market. I like to put them, like when I launch my program,
Friends, I meant your list.
Your list is okay. Your list is okay because there might be potential buyers, right? But I would put not in a search, but a stream. And also depends on how fast you want to tweak the webinar. So I want to get those data back. Let's say I want 1,000 people have seen my landing page. So let's say I drove some traffic. I've seen 1,000 people see my landing page. It would give me a conversion. Let's say my conversion is 10%. That's not good. So I know I need to tweak my conversion, right? But let's say I drive 1,000 people, follow with me, I know it's numbers. So 1,000 people go to the landing page, 30% people register. That's pretty good. Let's not touch this thing. However, only 10% of people showed up. So then I need to work on my showed up process. My landing page is working. I need to work on my showed up process. Let's say, assuming my show up process is also decent, 30, 40% showed up, but my conversion is like 0. Then I know my sign up is good, my showed up process is good, my conversion process sucks. So my webinar is not communicating the value that I want to deliver, right? So you fix it bit by bit. You tweak it bit by bit. I'm not saying this is overnight, but when you have something that works, you don't need to touch it. Trust me, Matt is not touching the webinar in a long time. You can run that thing for a long, 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 long time. Took some effort to create it, but once it's working, right? You don't need to touch it. Make sense? So what I'm saying, to answer your question, drive your people to it, your list is free. If it doesn't even convert with your own list, chances are it's not going to convert to a cold list. Right? If the people who know you have known you for a bit, if they don't even buy this thing, assuming they're in your target market, we got to tweak that first before you go cold. So hot market, try that. Warm market and cold market, you know that stuff. So what have you learned from my talk, and how does it apply to you, and how do you take direct action?
comment below and let me know. If any other questions, you can also comment below. And don't forget, click on the subscribe button, turn on notification, and hit the bell. So every single time I upload a new video, you will get notified. If you want to watch my other videos, make sure you can check them out on the left. You can check out all the other videos that I have. We have hundreds of videos on YouTube. You want to expand on a topic? Check it out.